It's me, Miss Farrah Mills. Welcome back to my channel. So today, following on from the last video we did talking about trans women dating cisgender men, I wanted to talk about the beginning part. So why is a trans woman not responding to your text messages, to your DMs? And I'll explain why. Of course, before I start this, I just want to say these are my experiences as a trans woman dating. I'm not man-hating. Everything I'm talking about now is not hating against men. This is reciprocal, as in, you know, women need to behave in the same way back as men do as well. It's about give and take. You know, it's not all about men reaching out constantly. Trans women can reach out to men if they want to. That's fine. I'm just going from my point of view and experiences I've had and messages I've got and why I haven't or wouldn't reply to some messages. And also, I'm not perfect. I've done the things that I'm telling you not to do now, but I'm telling you not to do them because I have done them, and it's just, it doesn't work out still, and it makes you feel bad, and it's not very nice. So, okay, the first thing I want to say is that being trans and dating cisgender men is always difficult because a lot of men are in the closet, so to speak, or it's their first time, or they don't really know how to approach a trans woman, or they only see you as a sex object, or they're just looking for sex. All of these different things. They may be hiding, they may be using a private profile, which means there's no pictures. For me personally, I never like a DM or a text message from a guy that just says hi, or what are you doing, and there's no picture and there's nothing, because immediately for me that means that they're on the down low, or they're just looking for a hookup, or they're just trying their luck around the trans scene and the different trans girls, you know, because me and the girls, we do talk, and we do end up finding out that some of us have talked to the same guys before, or slept with the same guys before. It's a very small scene. Again, nothing wrong with that, but the thing is, you have to remember that if you are telling one girl that you really like her, and you're also telling another girl the same thing, the chances are they will find out that you are talking to both of them, or they already know. So I'm just putting that out there. For me, the thing is, and I'm sure I can't speak for all trans women, but I will say for me personally, it's always been difficult as a trans woman dating cisgender men, because you never know their intentions towards you. You never know if they really truly like you, or you're just another girl that they find attractive, that they want to sleep with. And while being found physically attractive is very flattering and really nice, especially when you're younger, because I'm not going to lie, when I was in my 20s, it was very nice to be desired, and it was very all-consuming, and flattery got men everywhere with me. I'm not going to lie. But the thing is, as you get a bit older and you realise that you want something a bit more serious, or you want a man to take you seriously and see you for you, as opposed to just another girl, I found that I wasn't really interested in having sex with someone unless I had feelings for them, or that I felt that they really wanted to be with me because they liked spending time with me, because I liked my personality and they liked being around me regardless of the sex. So yeah, so if a guy doesn't have a profile picture, or at least like more than one picture, and it needs to be up to date as well, because, you know, I've always said to guys before, you know, guys will message me without pictures, and I'll be like, look, I don't know who I'm talking to. It's very hard to even start a conversation with someone that's hidden. And I said, look, if I had no pictures up of myself, no one would be messaging me at all, because why would a guy message a profile of a trans woman with no pictures, or just like cartoons or something? They're not going to be interested if they have no idea what you look like. And so it does work both ways. We do need to see what you look like, okay? We need some kind of first-hand gauge of the first interaction with you, as you already have with us. Now, I know men always say, oh, I don't take pictures, but please always have some up-to-date pictures, because it really will help you. And it helps us as well. It helps the conversations get going, or it helps the conversations stop, you know. Because let's face it, if we're not all attracted to each other all the time, are we? We all have types and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, is just the way it is. So always have a picture, and always start a conversation with a sentence. Don't just put, hey, it's really nice, but hi, my name's Adam. I really liked your profile. Are you looking for anything serious, or are you looking to meet someone? Are you single? Would you like to go out on a date? Something like that, so you can start off the conversation with an intention, and the person reading it will know what your intentions are. Because sometimes, you know, we're all very busy people, and even though we do have time to, we should always have time to answer a message, when someone just puts hi, sometimes you may not have the time to start a conversational dialogue with someone. So having someone put their intention in the first message, you can then reply accordingly, and I just think that works so much better. And vice versa, you know, for girls as well. You know, state your intentions. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't trans women who are looking just to hook up, because there's loads. You know, I used to do that when I was younger. I'm just saying that from my perspective now, you know, it will take a bit more for me to have any interest. You know, so I think that's very important, that you should, you know, make sure you have a picture and start off your dialogue with an actual sentence, because it shows that you have respect for someone, and that you're paying attention to them, and not just, you know, what you're doing. And also message them at a decent time, not at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, do it during the day. That is always a good idea to do that. Well, one of the other things that I was just thinking, you know, a lot of us are always seen as sex objects online. So just don't bring up sex. I know it's difficult, but just don't bring up sex, because the minute you bring up sex, we know where this conversation's going. In the same vein, don't send any nude pictures, you know, and especially don't send them as the first thing you do, because it's just going to be like a delete straight away. You know, there's nothing more of a turn off than someone like starting a conversation and immediately going into sex and talking about sex, because it's just boring. For me personally, it's just boring. I want someone to like me for me and want to spend time with me, and then we can get onto that. Like, if you find someone, if the reason you're messaging someone, you find them attractive in that way anyway, spending a bit of time getting to know them first is not going to dull that attraction, is it? That's still going to be there, so you can get to that a bit later. You know, I just feel like there's such a rush for that, and I just think that, although that is a good thing, people, especially trans women, we want to feel wanted. We want to feel like you really like us. So I think that's another really important thing to think about as well, not to just bring up sex all the time. For me personally, it's I've had to deal with that all the time, obviously because of my profession and stuff. So I understand it. I'm not hating on men for that. I'm just saying there's a difference between me at work, and there's a difference between me away from work. And when I'm not working, I don't really want to talk about that at all, or have someone tell me all the things they want to do to me. Like, in that respect, like, I need, if I find you attractive and I have feelings for you, and we've spent time together and we've built up a rapport and we've been out and had a good time together, I'm then going to start feeling that way towards you as well. So then when you start bringing that conversation up during that time, I will definitely be responding in the same way, because I have those feelings for you. I know that you care for me. I know that you're there because it's me and not just somebody else. So I'm then going to start feeling that way back. But I'm not going to feel it at all. However good looking you are, I'm not going to feel it just by looking at you. And if you start talking about it, I'm just going to think, oh, this is too much to me. It's too much. So those are the things I would say at the beginning of a conversation. If you want someone to reply, try and do that. I just don't think that, you know, one word messages and talking about sex and sending nude pictures is always a no-no, I would say, unless she is taking control of the conversation and she is talking about that stuff and she's sending stuff to you, then you know exactly where you stand on that situation. But I would always go that unless that person is sending you stuff back or being very vocally encouraging of that, I wouldn't do it. I hope that's helped. If there's any other topics you'd like me to talk about, then I'd be happy to do that. It's always good to get this dialogue and conversation going, talking about trans women dating cisgender men, because I do think there's still a lot of things that we're falling over with each other about, and I think if we could meet in the middle somewhere, then I think that the dating world for trans women and cisgender men could be a lot more harmonious. Have a good day, everybody. Lots of love. Speak to you soon.